Okay, hi guys, I was just about to do my makeup to go to work and I just thought I might as well video it and do it as an everyday makeup because this look I do quite often. I also wanted to start making videos again because if you've seen my last video you'll see that my skin has cleared up, my acne's gone, and this is me now with no makeup on. I do have a spot here because I jinxed myself by doing that video, but anyway. So now I can actually wear liquid foundations. I'm not confined to my Bare Minerals. And now the weather's getting hot, putting powder on your skin when your skin feels tight anyway is just really horrible, so I'm so glad that I can now use liquid foundations. And I'm really excited to try some out. I really want to try the Chanel ones because you know they're everywhere and people say really good things about them. So I'm going to get on with it. The liquid foundations I use are the Clinique Super Balanced. Now because I have a little bit of a tan at the moment, I mix two. When I'm not tanned I use beige chiffon, so it's a really, it's quite a pale colour. And then this one is a really darker one, so this is called Sand. So if you see the difference in colours. So basically all I do is put my middle finger on the top of it and shake it. So I get sort of this much on my finger, and then I wipe that onto the back of my hand. And then I do exactly the same with the other one. So then I've got two stripes of foundation on my hand, and then I just mix them together. And this makes the perfect colour for when I have a tan. There we go. And then I just apply it with my clean fingers to my skin. And this gives a really, really nice finish. I used to wear this foundation all the time and I really love it. It's great for combination skin. It covers, I just need a tiniest bit to cover what I need to cover. It doesn't feel cakey on the skin. It's really good. It just gives such a nice finish. So I need a bit more. And then wherever I need a little bit more coverage, I'll just go in and touch up and just dab it rather than working it into the skin. I'll just dab it onto the surface of the skin so it covers a little bit more. Okay, so that's my foundation done. I then go in with my concealer. I am using the Rimmel Match Perfection Under Eye Concealer. Now this one is in Ivory, which I probably should have the next colour up, but this one's all I have, so I'm just going to use that under my eyes. Just like that, and then just blend it in with my finger. Using your finger really does give a natural finish because it works the product into the skin, because as you use your fingers it warms up and then just melts into the skin to give a really natural look. There we go, so that's just brightened under my eyes. And then I also use this just on any extra blemishes that are really standing out. So I'm just going to use it on that blemish there. I've got a few here. And I also use it on any redness on my cheeks. This cheek always seems to be really red. So just make sure everything's blended out. Okay. So now I'm just going to come closer a bit. Ooh. There we go. Now to set that, I use my Bare Minerals Mineral Veil and my kabuki brush, and I just buff that into the skin down through the centre. I don't do my cheeks because I like to have I don't know if you can see, but I do have a natural glow to my skin, so I like that to come through. So I'm just going to buff this down through the centre of my skin. Like that. I am then going to take a little bit of bronzer. This is my Bare Minerals Warmth and my Full Flawless face brush. Now this bronzer is really good. When I'm pale it looks really orange. When I've got a tan it looks really nice and brown. So yeah. Okay. Just take that through the contour, up onto the temples, and then because I don't really wear blusher, I do bring this forward onto the apples of my cheek as well to act as a blusher as well. And then the other side. Just like that. So that's sort of my base done. That is what I usually wear. If I'm going out I will put some highlight on. I use Benefit's High Beam. Sometimes I do just use my Avon Face Pearls, and that's what I'm going to use today, just to give a subtle highlight for the daytime. So I'm just going to use a Ruby & Millie face brush. I think it's a blusher brush, I'm not sure. It's just a really nice tapered small brush. So I'm just going to use that into my pearls, and then just on the tops of my cheekbones, up to my temple and through my brow bone. And that just really gives a nice subtle glow for the daytime. Okay, now I'm going to go onto the eyes. I don't use a primer, I don't need a primer. Sometimes I use MAC's Painterly Paint Pot, and my eyeshadow actually lasts longer without using it, so I don't know why that is. Okay, so this is a look I do quite often, and I've been really liking, so that's what I'm going to do for you. First of all, I am going to use MAC's Gesso or Gesso, however you say it, and I am going to use that on my Ruby & Millie eye brush. Really tapered, really big. I love how the point can get into the tear duct area. So I am just going to use that. And I'm just going to put that in the tear duct area of both of my eyes and the first third of the lid. Just like that. Really, really brightens the eye area and opens the eye. Same on the other side. Okay. So now what I am going to take is Mulch, or Mulch, however you say it again. It's a really nice coppery brown colour. And I'm just going to take a Avon brush, just like this, and I'm going to put this in the middle half of the eye. Sorry about that. So just in the middle half of the eye that's going to go, slightly overlapping the gesso. Do that on both eyes. Okay, just like that. My phone's going mental. Okay, now for the outer corner I am going to use Nocturnelle. This is a really nice deep purpley colour and it goes very nicely with the Mulch, I think anyway. They go really nicely together. So I'm going to use that on my MAC 226 and just dab that onto the very end of that brush. Tap it off, and I'm just going to work this in circular motions just on that very outer corner of the lid, bringing it into the crease a little bit into the Mulch. Now again, for the daytime I don't like anything too dark, because I like there to be a sort of a distinctive difference from the daytime to the nighttime. And then I'm just going to do exactly the same on the other side. Okay, so then you have something that looks a bit like this. And obviously now I need to blend it out, so I am going to take, this is a Clinique double-ended brush. I'm going to take the bigger end, and from my smoky eye palette I'm going to take Scant, which is this colour here. It's just a really pale colour, and it's not matte, but it's not very shimmery either. So I'm just going to swirl my brush in that, and I'm going to use this as a blending colour. So right where those colours meet my natural lid colour, I am just going to blend them out with this colour. So just backwards and forwards motions and circular motions, just to blend that line in. And then the same on the other side. There we go, so that's just a lot neater. I've blended the line out. Okay, so that's mainly the eyes done for the eyeshadow. Now I don't like to bring my colour up past my crease. I don't think it suits me, so I don't do it. But I do think it looks nice on people that can do it. So what am I going to do now? Now I'm going to do my eyebrows. So I'm going to take my Ruby and Millie Eye Slanted brush. I love this brush. And to do my eyebrows, I use my Smoky Eye palette again. And I use Dark Devotion, which is this really dark brown here. Now if you see my eyebrows, they're literally black. So I use a very dark brown to fill them in. So just go ahead and do that. So there's one. There we go. So there's my eyebrows on. Now I'm going to take the same brush and the same colour, and I'm just going to pop that along the very top lash line just to define my lashes and make the lashes look a lot fuller. So just really close to the lash line. I'm just sort of dabbing my brush all the way along. There we go, so that just defines the eye a lot more. There we go. Just clear up the underneath, any that's fallen down. Okay, so now I'm going to curl my eyelashes. And I'm going to use my Bare Minerals Flawless Definition Volumizing Mascara. And just apply a good coat of that. Now I only apply to my top lashes because my bottom lashes on this eye are good and on this eye are very sparse. So if I apply mascara, it looks very odd. Not that my top lashes are much better anyway. Okay. I've just got a little bit of fallout onto my nose, so I'm just taking a big powder brush and I'm just going to dust that away. Okay, and now what I'm going to use is my Soap and Glory. This is the brow shaper and the highlighter, so you're supposed to use this end to fill your brows in and this end to highlight under your brow. But I actually use the highlighting end on my waterline just to open my eyes. It's a nice baby pink colour. I think I've talked about this before, so it's not as harsh as white, but it just really opens the eye. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that. There we go. So that is the eyes done. Okay. So now all that's left to do is just a little bit of lip gloss, and I have been loving my new ID Cosmetics lip gloss. This is in Tickled Pink. It's their eye gloss. I did a blog post on this. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out because this makeup is so good. It's one of those slightly gimmicky ones which has a mirror and the lights on. So all I can say is it's really handy for when you go out. I took this out Saturday night with me and was constantly reapplying it because I didn't need a mirror. It's all on here. I could see what I was doing in the dark, so it's fine. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that. Now, as you can tell, I do have foundation over my lips. I do have very pigmented lips and they're quite red naturally, so I always use my foundation over my lips and then just pop my lip gloss straight on top. And that really sort of gives the true colour of the lip gloss. There we go. So that's just a really nice neutral pink colour. If I don't ever know what lip gloss to use, I just grab this because it goes with pretty much every look. So that's the finished look. Love the combination of the dark purple in the eyes and the baby pink. I think they go really well together. You could of course use blusher as well if you wanted. A nice baby pink would go nicely. Sometimes I use my Miss Sporty Flirtatious. This is really cheap, but I love the colour. So I might pop a bit of that on in a minute, but this is generally my finished look. So I hope you enjoy my everyday look, and I'll be doing more of these